Thank you for tuning in to another segment of our vlogs, how to start a small business here in Jamaica. The process is very easy. We went through a market research, feasibility test. We went about how to register your name. So the next process is basically the registration process. It's pretty simple. Just one form with your ID, your TRN, and a proof of address. If you should live overseas and want to invest in the country by starting a business, then you would need to get a work permit, especially if you're not a Jamaican citizen. If you're a Jamaican citizen residing overseas, then an ID is fine. That has to be a Jamaican ID though, right? So that's clear. Now, some important tips you want to lay out, persons have been asking, so let's make this very clear. When you're starting a business, you have to be your number one motivator. If you're going into the business with a doubt in your mind, then that's an issue. So whatever service you're gonna offer it with confidence. Second thing is, we already discussed this, but your market is important. Make sure that market is ready for that brilliant idea or business pitch that you're coming to them with, right? Thirdly, never procrastinate when it comes on to starting your business. You have a brilliant idea. A friend of mine dropped in our last comment that she wanted to start a meat shop. Now that's a brilliant idea. Go ahead, run with it. The minute you start, delaying your brilliant ideas is the minute you give someone else that brilliant concept to go ahead with. So my encouragement to you today is never procrastinate when it comes on to starting business. Fourth, learn from others. That's very important. Even the best business persons or the most successful business persons can tell you there was a time when they had to go seeking advice from other, businessmen and businesswomen or persons who were successful in the market era that they were in. So never be afraid to go down the road and ask, the barber man, how comes how did you do this? What are the do's and what are the don'ts in starting up a barbershop? Go to the hairdresser, in the area. What are the do's and don'ts of starting up your hairdressing salon? Go to someone who is operating a business that you are interested in operating and find out from them what are the tricks and trades, of this business. Also, think of what you can do to make things an exception. In today's society, everybody's coming up with the same concept. If you're gonna come with, let's just use a computer shop. What can you offer to the market that the other computer shop down the road is not offering? Have you ever been in an area and you see like 10 grocery shop in the same area, and you wonder how comes they survive? And persons will say that this person prefers to buy here, this person prefers to buy there. I said this in my first vlog. When you're thinking about your service, think about your primary client or target audience, think about your secondary target audience, and your tertiary target audience. You don't just think about the persons that you want to cater to and forget about everyone else. Ensure that you're reaching every single one. And if the market is fluctuated, then don't go there, because your expenses will still be there and your revenue will be undermined, right? So if the market is flat, try to find somewhere else that you can go that is not so crowded, or think about a concept that is needed and that is not so much in that one location that you may have.